Hello. Also, during this time we're talking about the pandemic. It's not over, but it isn't just the direct illness that people are receiving from being infected by the disease. It's also the mental and psychological effects of it. A lot of people are suffering from severe mood swings, from depression and anxiety, myself included. And then, of course, medications you may get from your doctor or whatever that in many cases are controlled substances. And if you ended up with a problem with the authorities over anything at all or whatever, you could be required to take a urinalysis or whatever. That stuff would show up as a controlled substance or illicit drug. You'd pop out for something, but so you want to try to avoid any and all narcotics if at all possible. If at all possible, I ain't telling nobody to quit taking it. Listen to your doctor, whatever. Make sure you got a good doctor, because a lot of doctors get kickbacks for the things that they prescribe. If people aren't ill and sick, then doctors, pharmaceutical companies aren't going to make no money. They can't put wheels on their Rolls Royces and pay for their 4 or 5 houses that they own, mansions. So it's very important that you understand what you put in your body is going to affect you physically, mentally, psychologically, financially, and legally. So watch what you put in your system. I'm now never would take anything that I'm not going to take any narcotics. If it's time for me to go, it's time for me to go. I don't want no narcotics in my system whatsoever. I've learned this through experience and observance of other people. You don't get involved by that. But if you're suffering from anxiety, depression, mood swings, these are some products that I believe, from my studies with PubMed and other resources and personal experience, will help you. Will help you. Hydroxytrophin here, that's what 5-HTP is. This will help you with depression. It's very good. It's an amino acid that the body produces. It has to do with the serotonin level in your body. I don't know if you understand that serotonin has to do with you feeling good. It makes you, that's a chemical in you that makes you feel good. This will boost that, okay, to make you feel good. And when someone's depressed, they don't feel good. And a lot of times suicidal tendencies present themselves because your serotonin level is low. And if you're looking at a person's life, if they're living feeling terrible, life is a bad thing to them. They don't want to wake up, they don't want to get out of bed because they feel terrible. So their serotonin level needs to be boosted. They've got a lot of narcotics that will cause that, make that happen to you. The problem with those, though, is it'll boost that serotonin level, but once the chemical is out of your body, it drops back down and you feel worse than you did before. You take it again, it goes up, it goes down. Then it gets to the point where when you take it, you just feel normal. And then when you don't have it, you feel extremely terrible. And it gets to the point to where you're barely getting by. And then some of the narcotics will make you awake too much. And then you're not getting the sleep that you need. So they'll say something like Xanax, which I've never taken and I won't take, but Xanax, the doctors will prescribe you, it's good, it's going to help you. And actually what that's going to do, I believe maybe it has something to do with melatonin. Now, melatonin is another amino acid your body produces to help you sleep. So melatonin is a good thing, but the narcotics are extreme on all of this stuff. Take you way up and way down, and you don't want to do that to yourself because you won't be able to level yourself out if you don't have it. And if you have it, you end up taking something to boost your serotonin level way up, and then something to bring you way down to go to sleep, to rest, and you end up just totally distorting your whole system, and then your body becomes saturated with it, becomes part of your chemical makeup. You can't live without it, and that's why you've got depression, anxiety, and suicidal tendencies. And suicide is a major problem with this pandemic. So here's some things you can take. SAMe is a good one. Now SAMe and MSM, they help with your joints. Okay, big time do they help with your joints, along with glucosamine and chondroitin. But these two here will help you with depression. They will help you with depression. Talk to your doctor about anything I'm telling you. A disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I'm not practicing medicine. I'm telling you about over-the-counter things that you can take, things that come from the earth that God has given us. Primarily, the thing that I will say will help, and I stand behind it 100%, is black seed oil, because I've experienced it, and I know others have experienced it. I know people who've had stage 4 cancer and that have overcome it with this black seed oil. Okay? They took D3 with it, vitamin D3, and honey as well, and with zinc and vitamin C, the things that you take. You know, I can't juggle, but if I could, I would juggle for you to make you understand what I'm saying. This stuff is good for you, very good for you, but you want it organic. You want to get away from the fatty stuff. As far as your obesity can cause depression, anxiety. Obesity can cause heart disease. You know, it can cause diabetes big time. Stay away from those Dr. Peppers and Cokes and corn syrup. Get away from all that stuff. That's destroying you. Sugar, corn syrup is a poison, and they put it in just about everything, but you can avoid it by getting organic foods and watching what you're doing. You probably know someone in your life that knows more about this stuff, but you want to get to know that. Cook with and to take some pure virgin olive oil. God, there's a lot about this in the Bible, a whole lot about this. This is real stuff. And I suppose in Muslim and other religions too, they talk about it. It's very good stuff. And some people don't believe in spirituality. That's their choice. But I believe in afterlife. I believe my mother's alive, my father's alive, and I believe I'll see him again. I believe I'll see Jesus, who died for my sins. And he talks quite a bit about olive oil. Olives, olive oil. And clean with vinegar. You know, don't be cleaning with the bleach and those things that can kill somebody, kill your children. The other day, got a dear sweet neighbor, who's my friend, and got sweet little kids we love dearly. And I was going to clog in their toilet for them. I went and got an auger, and you know, it's kind of a mess there in the toilet. You know, which I'm used to that. I can handle that whole big thing. Maybe CB's as the utilities in it for a while. In cleaning it up, she went and brought, and she had in one hand bleach, and in the other hand a thing of ammonia. And I was going, whoa! A lot of people don't know that. It's not put out well enough. But you mix bleach and ammonia, and take a deep breath while you're standing there. Those fumes that are coming up will kill you dead, and it will certainly kill little kids dead. So you don't need bleach in your house. You really don't. You know, use vinegar. Things like baking soda, a good booster for your laundry. Good for cleaning anything. It's good for antacid you take. This stuff is just amazing. And what I encourage you to do is look up vinegar, white vinegar, and apple cider vinegar. All the benefits of apple cider vinegar and white vinegar. All the benefits of baking soda, hydrogen peroxide. I would say even aspirin, as far as the things that can do for you physically, for your health, for illnesses, for injuries, for your garden, for all kinds of things. Aspirin, but you don't want to overload on anything. It's just certain amounts of it. So you've got to Google it, and you've got to find out information for yourself. Go to PubMed. Of course, honey again for all kinds of healing properties. This has antiviral, anti everything, and it will coat. If someone has a burn, you put it over it, and it'll protect it, and nothing can enter. No, it's an antibiotic. It'll keep no bacteria can get in there if you come to this honey. So that's what I'm telling you. This is all kind of mixed up the way I'm sharing it, because I did it at the spur of the moment because of the sense of urgency that I have towards it. Remember, you see, time. We live in an existence in a realm where we live in time, where every day is a 24-hour period, and that is a major part. Each day is a major thing that you have, and you'll never get it back. And there's a balance. You know, you have to have an equal balance in your life of sleep and of time to work and of time to spend with your family and rest and relaxation. But don't be weighed in the balance and be found wanting.